guys are getting it. Old Bradley and Cooper over there. Because you love you're enamored with Rocket Raccoon, and you named your kids. Your wife wouldn't let you name them Rocket and Raccoon, so you named them Bradley and Cooper.
No, I named them DB and Bradley. DB Cooper and Bradley Cooper. So you get you get DB Cooper.
All right, got a funeral foam macchiato for Charles. This one's just hot and sad. One graveyard grind drip for Josh, or both. Somebody come get this.
But
you were more worried about your instant coffee. Let's just be honest.
Oh yeah, I didn't do instant.
Oh,
I didn't do. It was off the shelf. It was off the.
Wow, Charles is even bougie when we do off the shelf coffee. He's like, I'm gonna at least brew it.
Look, you're jumping ahead.
Did you do a pour over with Folgers?
Oh no, that physically hurts. Because I visualized that.
Though I wonder if it would work.
Well, technically, it will work. You're getting ahead of the game. We're not to there yet.
I'm excited about it though. I'm really jazzed, man. Like I'm lying.
Okay, God. I was like, did Cooper hit you on the head or something?
You mean Calvin?
Nope, I said what I said.
Okay.
Technically, I'm not wrong.
Well, yeah, I mean,
they're all Coopers.
Did a Cooper hit you on the head?
Okay. Well, then that leaves it open to your wife, and we don't want to talk the domestic problems today. So,
damn it, I should have named one of my sons Cooper. He could have been Cooper.
And which is interesting. We've talked about my wife's maiden name is Cooper, and that is now the middle name of my youngest son, because she wanted to kind of keep the family name involved.
Wait, are we related, sort of?
I kind of want to do a 23andMe to find out if, like, through marriage, we're related, because that would be something else, wouldn't it?
What is your wife's first name again?
Aaron.
Are you allowed to? Aaron Cooper. Oh, yeah. Wait a second.
So, okay, who are the Coopers?
I'm just kidding.
I know. See, that would be way too far separate. You'd have to go up to the grandparents, which would be Roy Cooper and Virginia Cooper, because Roy he brought Delta to Atlanta, and he was in World War II, and he had brothers and stuff, and I have no idea what that family looks like.
Oh, no, dude, my family sucks. So, no, it's not us. It's not us at all.
You're not that line of Coopers.
Here's all these cool things we did. And like, no, that's definitely not us right away. No Ancestry.com needed.
You're the only cool one in the family?
Yeah, that's it. See, that's how cool we get. That's about it.
What is your generational living outlook right now? Great-grandparents, grandparents, for you, for the kids?
Let's see. The kids have both sets of grandparents still. On my dad's side, his dad died. His mom is still alive, but they remarried. So my grandma, who remarried, is still alive to my grandpa, who she remarried. But no great grandparents for me. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. And grandparents are as close to death as you can get without.
Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah.
They're like actually, it's not funny, but she made a joke about it. My grandma, my dad's mom, recently she took a bad fall, and she was at the hospital. My dad went and visited her, and she got on FaceTime, and she's like, "Yeah, Grandpa beat me up. I mean, because it was like the worst bruising I've ever seen." She's like, "It's worse than it looks." I was like,
it's worse than it looks.
Getting old. Oh, yesterday, like I'm at the grocery store to buy this terrible instant coffee.
Yeah.
And I walked there, and when I pulled up, there was actually an old man who had fell in the parking lot, and I'm running towards him, and they had me come over, and I helped lift him up and everything, and fire department came and everything. I mean, I just bring drama wherever I go, man. Like, hopefully he's okay.
So you were the great white hope of Nashville?
Memphis.
I said what I said. That's
confusing people.
Rule number one of being online is you can't tell people where you live, man. Come on, rookie.
When you're in Memphis, you can, because they're like, oh,
wait, I cannot believe I missed the more subtle yet obvious joke. You were walking in Memphis?
Oh God!
Come on.
But the real song of all time,
right? I don't know. I think Charles in Charge was the worst song of all time, personally.
Oh,
don't awe me.
Did you ever hear when Reliant K redid it?
No, actually, I did not. I'm gonna have to check that out.
You know who Reliant K is, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, they did a Charles in Charge cover.
Okay, I don't know.
It's still bad. It's just punk rock.
I have a plan one day. If I ever make it to Smartless or to talk to Jason Bateman at all, we're going to have a therapy session about how he ruined my life. Even though he did not play Charles. He was not that character. He was the person who carried that show and had a massive career before and after. And so, yes, all I heard the majority of my life, anytime I did anything of responsibility.
Yeah.
It's not like you hear Josh the jerkwad all the time or something. I don't know.
No.
But you do. Yeah.
But you get worse things for my last name, and I'll just let you marinate on that for a while. But that's what. And it wasn't anything popular either. Like at least you got Charles in Charge.
I mean, that I don't know. I don't know about that. You did fall prey to the thing that we have to deal with all the time, which is big guy syndrome. Hey, big guy, come over here and help do something.
Oh, yeah. Well, the two ladies that had walked up to him first were so tiny, and he wasn't a big guy or anything, but I'm like, they're not going to be able to do anything. So I was just like, y'all need some help? They're like, yeah, come on over. I was like, cool. So, but he wanted to drive afterward, and we sat him up first. I mean, you're an EMT, so we sat him up first, and he was out of it because he was trying to load groceries into the car still, and they weren't his groceries. He already loaded his in. And then when we stood him up, he couldn't take a step without almost stumbling. And so Kroger basically was like, we're going to call. Yeah, you need to call the fire. The fire department is right next door. Okay. So they came right over, and he probably couldn't drive after that is what I'm guessing. So
it depends on what either made him fall or what happened when he fell, but he was not what we would call stable from what you're describing.
Exactly. Is that a new coffee mug?
No, it's one of the old. I have two Halloween ones. Okay, here's the thing. I don't even give a crap about Halloween, man, but I love a good savings. And one year we were after holiday shopping, and Walmart had crazily made these kits for Halloween because they'll sell at Christmas, they'll sell at Halloween of soup bowl mugs. That this one says Coffee Screaming Sugar, the other one says Basic Witch on it, and they were like $5 for the pair. So I have some good ceramic soup bowls. I make coffee mugs. That makes the world believe I love Halloween, which I don't care. That is, what is it? I know that symbol.
So that is from Harry Potter.
Okay.
Because I recently became a Harry Potter fan for the first time in my life. It's now my favorite thing ever.
Are you also a Disney adult?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay. Look, Harry Potter was
a Universal adult.
Okay, yeah. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to stand in front of Megatron in real life? I mean, come on.
Universal's amazing. I actually went to Disney a couple years ago for the first time in my whole life and hated it. So
really?
Yeah, it was terrible. The amount of money you spend at that place, man.
Yes.
And you're actually standing the whole day. I was standing around just judging people bringing their 2-year-old kids. I'm like, they don't care.
Right.
They don't care.
Right.
They're literally, it's hot. It's sweaty. They're clinging to you. They're screaming. And you've paid thousands of dollars to make this memory. And I'm like, they don't give a shit. They don't care. So
you also went during the summertime, didn't you?
It was so, in Florida, it's always hot. Well, it was like October, so it was right outside of summer. It was still hot, so it was still pretty bad.
Okay, so no, you went in the right time. Because I took when they only had 2 kids and my wife was pregnant with a third, we took them and went to Disney. I find it somewhat magical, but you definitely have to go September, October, where it's cooler and more people are in school or working. But it's still, I mean, yeah, people are people, man. It's crazy. And we ended up staying at that point. We had some kind of connection and stayed on property for a lot less than what you normally pay to stay on one of their Disney properties. So they had a van that take us, but also let us get in early some days and stay late some days. And that's where the magic happens. You stay late and 90% of the park is gone. That's where. But I enjoy Universal more. But back to the Harry Potter thing.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah, of course. I watched. I'm sorry, youngin. I lived through Harry Potter. Okay, I was there when they hit the theater.
See, that's the thing. So did I. But like at that time, the church for me was like evil. This is evil. This is so bad. And I'm like, when I was watching it, I finally, the one thing I could never get past was the first movie.
Okay.
Like it's so boring at the beginning. The end is really cool.
Sure, yeah.
But like once, and Calvin and I watched it together, and once we started getting into, we got to the third movie, I'm like, wow. Once we got to like the fifth movie, I was like, that scene, Voldemort against Dumbledore, spoiler alert, guys, that was when it solidified. I was like, this is insanely cool. And once the way it ended and all wrapped up and things at the beginning connected to the end, and I was like, this is a masterpiece. I mean, Star Wars needs to take notes because Star Wars, has a. Well, here's what I mean. I know we may have some nerds listening, but you've got this 8 movies of perfection. And see what happens with Star Wars is they don't have someone like that just kind of controls all the tone and the vibe and the story. Yeah. And it's like, it's all over the place now.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I am not a fan of Star Wars. Now, before everybody grasps their pearls, right? It's like, okay, I grew up with 4, 5, 6. And I loved them, right? And Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Return. Yeah, Empire I think is probably my favorite because of Hoth and everything there, right? A lot of people like Jedi best, whatever. But then after that, not only did it, you're right, the tone changed. I gave them all chances. Like, okay, I've watched them all. It's the fandom. The fandom is so caustic for Star Wars, and it's instantly, if you don't do the one thing they want from the book that nobody read, it's a mess. So but the reason I laughed harder about the Harry Potter is the longest side, the best jokes were, and it's true, Harry Potter is just Star Wars with wands.
Sure. I mean, I've heard that. I've seen those videos.
There's a better version of Star Wars with wands.
Sure. But also, I mean, it's like that book, Steal Like an Artist. I mean, even Star Wars, people pointed out what Star Wars, like Buck Rogers mixed with like Samurai / Old West. And that's kind of the story. Also, people will always try to connect stuff to the Bible. And I'm like, I'm not sure George Lucas read the Bible. Now, Harry Potter, since I did listen to a podcast on Harry Potter and connecting it with the Bible and stuff, I was like, oh, and there's a lot of things. I'll have to send it to you. That was like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm wondering if like J.K. Rowling was actually thinking this way while she was writing, or if it just kind of happened.
Well, there is that weird scene where she sticks the spear in the side of Voldemort. That's a parallel to Jesus on the cross. That's,
Did that happen in that? I'm trying.
No, it did not. I love that so much.
I was like, I've only watched it through one time. I'm like, wait, no, I missed that part. So was it just blood and water, or what came out of Voldemort?
Chocolate frogs and whatever else.
Coffee?
Yeah, yes, because coffee is the secret villain of that whole movie. Anyway. No, so I watched it in the theaters, and I'm not one. It's got to be really bad for me to walk out of a theater on it, and I don't remember it being bad because at the time, everything's at the time, right? So we've learned so much about storytelling and movie making and techniques and stuff that even as Harry Potter goes on, even if the story didn't get better, because it's all based off the books, right? The way we tell it on screen got better because we just had better ways to do things. And that's the thing I really appreciated about the movies was, okay, they really built a great world. The story of Harry Potter, I was like, It's okay. You know, I'm an adult watching 3 kids grow up, so it's not like I'm seeing myself in the kids. You know, if anything, I'm attaching more to Snape and different things like that. So it's like,
dude,
okay,
Snape,
I know,
bro,
right?
Snape.
How can you not love
listen,
Alan though?
I got to be a little bit quiet because Jackson and Rachel, we're watching it through with them now,
Okay.
and like we're about to get to 6 because everyone. I know at this point is wondering, is Snape good or bad? And they're gonna think he's terrible. He killed Dumbledore, and it's gonna be like once we get to like the last 2, the last movie, which is broken into 2 parts, they're gonna be like,
yeah.
And at the end when Harry named his kid, I'm quivering right now. I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. Oh, dude, it's a masterpiece. I loved it. But right now I'm in the moment of like just watching it and rewatching it, so I'm like really into it. So give it a couple weeks, we'll see what happens.
That is interesting. I wonder if it was new. I wonder if it's new to me now, and I was able to binge it all straight through like you were. If it hit different, because
I think that it would. I think that it would, and obviously, they filmed them like really quickly one after the other, but still you had some time to wait. You had a lot of, you had some distance in between them, but if you haven't watched them in a while, I'd go back and maybe give it a shot. The first one for me it's better now that I've watched it all the way through, but watching it with no knowledge of Harry Potter and always kind of scoffing at the fandom, I was like, this is so boring. I can't get through. And then I finally just pushed through and I was like, all right, this is cool.
And that I never read the books. The closest I got was listening to book 2 on CD during a really long road trip. And
what's a CD?
It's
is that a coffee dispenser? Like, what is that? everything has to be connected to coffee. It's our podcast.
We're gonna ram this down your throat, much like we have to when it's instant.
God.
Well, and we're gonna have to rip that Band-Aid here in a second. Man, you threw me off there. That's funny.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Hey, so I've gotten to sit down and interview Neville Longbottom, Matthew. I always forget his last name. Lewis.
I know the character.
Matthew. Yeah. I was at. It was the first Atlanta Comic-Con that they had here, and it was not that far after the last movie. I mean, it was years after, but it's still. Oh my God, Neville's the savior. And all the fans were that way. And his was definitely the biggest panel that filled up, and
that's awesome.
We got to talk. Then I got to play moderator because somebody tried to ruin the World Cup for him as it was happening, and we had to shut that down. He's a huge football fan, and of course he's on a panel, so he can't watch the score. You know? And somebody.
So let me just ruin it for this guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And fun fact, because everybody was asking about, did you take the test for the houses of Hogwarts? What would you be as a real person? And I don't remember his answer because his better answer was he was enamored with how The Rock took the test, and The Rock ended up in like Hufflepuff or whatever. So is this okay? All right. I'm always hesitant to share ideas with creators because you know what you're doing. And I've always felt like when somebody comes to me and says, hey, you should do this, like, that doesn't quite fit. But I think this does kind of fit. You've seen that TikTok trend where it's day 1 of watching Boys in the Hood, day 2 of watching, and then they have the cap on and the chains and everything else. Day 1 of watching Harry Potter. You got it. See, you already got it. Your brain's running.
Oh my gosh, I might do that. No. Here's the thing. I'm always open to ideas, always, and I love collaboration. Because I think that's where like really, really cool things happen. It's like when you asked to do a podcast, I was like, yeah, I would love, especially like, about our love for coffee. That just made sense. Yeah. But collaboration is super important, and I'll always consider ideas from anyone. If it doesn't fit in, I'm not going to try to force it. But if it's like a one-off like that, like I might just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really not into trends, but I'm starting to kind of fall in love with them a little bit because I've started to see
some of them are
we,
funny. Some of them can
yeah,
be good.
well, you can, yeah, if we can fit it into what we do, like that one where we danced in silence. Like,
yeah,
I like that. That was very fun. We had a great time, and it came across on camera. Actually, we did it like 6 more times, but we used the first take because it was like
the best. Yeah,
that was the best one.
Yeah,
that happens a lot. They always hate me for that because I'm like, I'll be like, there's like 50 takes. I'm like, I used the first one.
But that is. I mean, I know. I get it. It's frustrating, but that is literally the creative process. You don't know for sure that was the best take until you get a few more takes. Yeah. And then it depends on how you do your takes. I've definitely spliced some things together. If I'm having to do a voiceover for something, I'll record it 4 or 5 times. Usually it's the first, or usually it's the second. The first is just cold read, straight out of the gate, but recorded anyway. It's like, oh, okay. Got some ideas. Then usually the second take has the best energy on it. And every once in a while, though, the third, fourth, or fifth, I'll go, okay, I like how I said that better. And your guys are getting it, old Bradley and Cooper over there. Because you're enamored with Rocket Raccoon, and you named your kids. Your wife wouldn't let you name them Rocket and Raccoon, so you named them Bradley and Cooper.
No, I named them DB and Bradley. DB Cooper and Bradley Cooper. So you get DB Cooper.
There you go.
That's pretty good. Like we must be similar in age because you get DB Cooper, but you don't hear about DB Cooper anymore. Okay, real quick side note, you can cut this if you want, but be on the lookout for it later. I don't know if you heard, but Kim Kardashian's coming to Fortnite.
I did not hear, but Fortnite, I can't get my brain around Fortnite. It's just not my thing.
Okay, but we did a video about it because I was like, this is timely, so we just let me rewind.
I catch what you're saying now. Yeah. Why? Because is it only our age playing? Because if it's our age playing, it's like, yeah, let's bring the booty bomb in. But is our kids playing?
That one before. I'm going to use that one now. But no, that was why I did it, because I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, what are all these parents going to do when all of their lotion and tissues go missing? Like, they're like, what the hell? They're going to be snapping socks in half and towels in half. They're going to be, what is happening? I thought you were playing Fortnite in here. So we just did, like, Kim Kardashian is coming to Fortnite. So what would her back bling be? What would her skins be called? God. What would her emotes be? So I'm pretty proud of it. It was literally like a 25-minute session, but I whittled it down to like a minute, and I'm going to put the larger one on Patreon.
Yeah.
But there's like a minute of just gold as far as like, and the cool thing is the internet is cool with her being a punching bag. So it's like, I think people might like it.
Yeah. And it's not malicious. Right, she broke like the internet.
Okay with it,
for certain reasons, and it legitimately was a cultural iconic moment.
Dude, that's going to be another question we're going to ask, because I'm like, I was sitting there thinking about it, like, sex tape. Whose idea was that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who approached her with that? Did she didn't come up with that? She's not smart enough.
I think it was her mom. Weirdly enough,
her mom's like, why don't you leak a tape of you having sex with someone? It's like, what the heck? So that's gonna be a question. What extreme thing would you do to become famous, like Kim Kardashian? So we're gonna take a little bit of time to think about it, so it won't be all improv, but I think there's some great answers sitting out there in the world. Like, what would your sex tape be, Charles?
Faking that I like coffee to hang out with cool people.
Damn, that's worse.
A little bit, right? No, you think about that. What I don't know, man. Because look, real talk. As I'm trying to figure out bills and things throughout life, and getting tired of the daily grind, and as a creator, you get so far, and then life sometimes happens, and you get off track. So I haven't been able to just focus all my creative energy into building my empire, and you get tired of that. It's like, man, if I didn't have if the world didn't look down on certain things, I would sling some drugs. I would have an OnlyFans possibly, but I just feel creepy about it. So I was like, I don't like it. I get it. It's too much of the I almost said the wrong word. It's too much of the religious push down. The built into me that I've let go a long time ago. Like I was way out of the church by the time Harry Potter came, so I was fine with the movie. But growing up, I had stuff like Scooby-Doo was the devil, man. I couldn't watch it, even though there's always people at the end. It didn't matter. Smurfs. Couldn't watch Smurfs because Gargamel was we talked about all that. But I don't know. What would yours be?
I don't know yet. I'm still thinking.
Oh, like you said, like you're aiming to get there one day.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do this video, so I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to come up with what is this generation's sex tape, and that's hard to think about because how extreme everything is anymore.
Right.
Like, what would shock people?
Right.
Like, I don't. Anything I can think of would just be gross. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be funny. It'd be like, oh, Josh, cut this out, but like, don't use this against me later on. But like,
no, this is gonna be the stinger, cold open at the front.
Yeah, don't do this. Please cut this out. But like, it's like you're like somebody's with an animal, and like a lot of people would be like, some people would be like, we've got a group over here that's cool with that, so it's fine. It's like anything goes as long as you can get a large enough group of people to say it's okay.
I mean,
that's kind of what is happening anymore with our culture. So
there was an island built around that principle.
There you go. So I don't know what mine would be yet, but it's gonna be good. I got to make sure it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
If it's just gross for gross sake, then it's like, that makes me icky. But I think the feeling you have more, and I could be wrong, but just tell me if I am, but the more than the religious stuff, because I've had that trauma too, and I feel like I'm past it, but I still love Jesus because he's a cool dude. But I think it's more integrity as an artist is what you have, because
I got you. Yeah,
because both of us, like I think about that all the time. Yeah, I'm doing what I want to do, but it still is a grind. Sometimes there's still some things I want to do. There's some other places I could pivot to and make life a whole lot easier. But I just don't want to do that. I don't want to create AI content. I don't want to sell my soul just to have $1 million. I don't want to be a TikTok shop guru. That doesn't appeal to me. Yeah. That doesn't appeal to me. I know people can do it and that's fine. And they're making bank, but it doesn't vibe with me. It doesn't line up with what I want to do. And I just don't want to do it. I want to stay on this path and just be faithful to what I'm doing. And, I'll get a job when I have to again. Like, I'm not going to let my family suffer over this or anything like that. But until it's time, I'm going to continue to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And creatively, as a producer, I totally get the model of OnlyFans, and I totally support as a creator, create your way. And the ones who do it well, they're like, they own it. They're out front about it, everything. And me, I'd be like, man, I don't know, there's just so many. It's not that I care. That's something I knew I had one. It's that the crap, because it's the South, and it's everybody around me is a little bit religious, and it's like the snide remarks that would just make me rip apart my life, because I'm that guy. I'm not going to stand there and let you just snark on me. I'm going to break you in half like a shotgun verbally and make you reconsider every judgment you've ever made in your life. I don't like being that guy, so I just like, it's
the money that you'd make from your feet pics on OnlyFans wouldn't be the healing salve that you would need to put on the wound of you ruining your life.
Okay, I totally want to go. I totally want to go 80s and be like, somebody starts like, and you stick out a wad of cash like, here, go away. you do the get away. You know how they used to over the top, because that's what we were raised to believe in the 80s, right? It's like all corporate stooges, all CEOs have just wads of cash, and any inconvenience, they whip out hundreds and fan it at you like, here, just go away. That never happens. It's the truth of it all is, if I can see it, like if I can visualize how it works and all the steps, I can do it. If I
Yeah.
can't see it, and it doesn't matter what it is, and that's the thing, I can't see the steps and how it would work out to do any kind of pictures. And the truth is, I've also talked about, because I love stories. I love the history of things, and OnlyFans actually started for fitness trainers because you can do the gym thing and you can build up a small audience, but they realize you can do this on the internet, and then you can have a one-on-one trainer. You can have a person you connect with from all over the world. But just very quick, since they have rules against it, very quickly, actors and actresses, I'm like, oh, we can also do this here, and it became that very big. But like, I still today want to do one where I just sit there and go, "You are awesome. You've got this today. I'm telling you, Josh, man, you're going to go write some great skits, and you're going to do amazing work." And I think that would sell. But to get people to go, I'm going to OnlyFans affirmations. They're not going to do that because of the reputation of OnlyFans.
I mean, you could do that. You could do that on TikTok and win too. Like, just, like I've seen that before. And I don't really have anything against it. Like, I think that's okay to like inspire people. What I'm against is taking advantage of these parasocial relationships like creators have with people, and they're like, "We're family," and it's like,
oh no,
we're not. No, we're not we're not family. Rachel put it a good way. She's like, "You're not family, but you guys are on the same team." And I think that's a better way to look at it. I mean, you can develop some relationships that become like family, but that's rare.
It's like football, right? The people who love football, like, they have their rituals, and we won, we lost. Cool, but you understand you're not going to walk up to the stadium with a jersey on and be let into the locker room. And on the internet, it's still, because I'm the opposite. I'm never the fan. I almost alienate my audience sometimes. Like, no, you don't know me. I don't know you. I recognize your screen name, and that will give you a little bit more of my attention. Yeah, but until you plug in, and that's the thing, it's just in life and anywhere, until you plug into somebody in their life or what they're doing, you're not really a part of it. And when was the last time you worked in like a office kind of work environment?
It was end of 2021.
Okay. Do you talk to any of those people anymore? Right.
No, actually, and I don't care if you cut this out or leave it or not, but the last interaction I had with anyone there was horrible. It was actually my boss, my former boss, the guy who owned the company, telling me that I wasn't a Christian because of the content I put out.
Okay, I could see that from what people define as Christianity and stuff like that. Because
I had and I love the way I handled it.
Which is I thought it was, and he pooped on his desk.
No, I mean, it was obviously way after I mean, this was only like a year ago that we had this conversation. Because there was something I got in the mail about taxes, and I called them, and I wanted to talk to the accountant, but I got the CEO instead. Small company, I say CEO, but it's a very small company. We started texting, and he started asking. He's like, "So you're not like?" He started with, "So you're not a believer anymore?"
Yeah,
and I was like, "What are you talking?" Well, I've seen your content, and obviously you've went down a dark path, and I'm like. And I wanted to say, and you are why no one wants to be a Christian. Yeah. Like, because you're taking your certainties and what you know in life and replacing scripture is basically what you're doing. So I even had a conversation the other day at a concert we went to with a lady where, she found out I was a Christian, and she's like, "Oh, I said the F word in front of you earlier." And I'm like, "You mean fuck?" And she's like, "Oh God." And I'm like, "Do you think I'm like out here with a notebook like, hey, Jesus, did you see this lady over here? She said the F word. Don't let her in." Like, swearing is not a sin. Sorry. That's hard to hear for anyone out there, but it's not even scriptural.
And how we've turned "do not take my name in vain," we being the Christian church. I can't believe I even used that stupid word, we. But how it's been taken to take my name in vain became, you can't say Jesus Christ or God damn it. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure it meant you can't do exactly what you're doing, which is not live the life. It's putting the name on like it means something and then doing horrible things.
Sure. Yeah. And I mean, it's all a heart issue too. It's not not an action issue. It's, obviously, and there's some, when we talk about talk with our kids about it, it's like, yeah, there's sin, but the world has twisted it a lot as they do with everything, because everyone has their own opinion and idea of it. But it's also like there's earthly consequences, depending on what it is. So I just don't. Yeah, I think you're exactly spot on there. I've never even thought about it that way until you said that. But yeah, it's like, claiming his name and then acting a certain way and doing things and just still claiming that you're right. That's taking his name in vain. You're exactly right. And I think that's true.
Now you got me on a kick. Because I believe there's also a quote that I did not come to condemn this world, but to save. And yet, most people who call themselves Christians, which I will discuss faith all day long and belief. Yeah. I will not call myself a Christian ever again, because I've just seen too much negativity with a lot of that stuff. But that's all I see in media, right? Christian media is condemnation. And dude, it blows my. How do you feel? And then we'll get to our torture porn and all the other stuff.
Let's do it. Yeah.
How do you feel about these mega, massive Christmas shows that these churches are putting on that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars?
It's absolutely sickening. And sad thing is, I'm going to one tomorrow, only because of friends in it. But we went last year. And oh my God, when we pulled into this church, I ripped it a new one from the time we got in the parking lot until the time we left, because that is not what is supposed to be. That is not what's supposed to be done with the money that is brought into the church. That is not.
Yeah.
And I don't care. I don't care if they say, well, we're reaching people. It's not your job to reach people. It's the Holy Spirit will do the work. You're taking the place. You're trying to take the place of the Holy Spirit. And it's like, no, like, God will take care of it. He doesn't need you to do a rock show, kind of cloaked as a church.
Yeah.
That's not necessary. No, I hate that. And actually, I worked in churches for about 10 years. And that's where, and one of the churches was a huge mega church in Austin, Texas. And that's where I became super not even jaded, but like my eyes were open to the hypocrisy and the use of the money and things like that. Dude, a lot about tech. We had a Barco projector.
Oh wow.
In all of our sanctuaries, and I was like, that's the one they have at the movies.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? Like, dude, it was insanity. And I that's the stuff that makes me sick. I don't even mind if someone says, like, I don't even care like what you call yourself. Like, that's just that all that stuff's made up. I think it's just, again, it's all about your heart. It's all about your heart. And that's what it's going to come down to. If we believe scripture, it's not going to be like, you swore here. You watched pornography? You did? Yeah, that's bad. Okay. Yeah, you're not getting in. Why do we think that?
Right.
And it's just scary. I was scared as a kid, man. I was terrified. I was terrified to swear. I was terrified of watching the wrong thing. I was terrified of having sex. I was terrified of, and that's just not how it should be, man. Because like, once you're away from your parents, what happens? You're just like,
you test the waters and everything. Yeah.
Test the waters, like, go nuts.
Yeah.
Like, because they didn't teach you anything. They just taught you everything is wrong.
Yeah.
So
so I don't have a good transition. So yeah, I'm gonna say it hurts my heart, so it
hurts your heart. So let's hurt your heart some more.
So we discussed this either after or on the last episode we recorded about you said, you made the comment, do they even have this stuff on the shelves anymore? I'm like, yeah, Mr. Bougie, you haven't been to Kroger in forever, have you? Because they have them all over the shelves.
Bougie. Now I'm bougie. Got it. Okay.
So I was like, yeah, there are cans everywhere. So we decided to do a segment we're going to call the Torture Pour, which is very much, you just showed you've got instant iced coffee or cold, what is it? Yeah, iced coffee from Folgers.
Folgers.
I did not go instant because I just can't. It's the worst. I cannot believe you went instant.
You want me to start making this?
Yeah. Because
it smells like chemicals, and it smells more like tea. Oh, bro.
Chemicals and tea.
You know what I noticed too, and this is really scary. And I looked at a bunch of packaging. There's no nutritional facts on this. So it doesn't even tell you how many servings are in here.
That means it doesn't fall under the FDA regulation guidelines of being food.
Well, let's dive in here.
So I prepped mine the same way I do my regular coffee. Mine was as low brow as it could get. Somebody in my house has betrayed me, and there's a can of Kroger brand premium ground coffee in a big metal can. No roast dates. I didn't think about looking for nutritional facts or anything. And I brewed it in my Keurig, which is how I normally do my coffee. And I did it the exact same. I'm not going to drink this whole thing, but I went and brewed it first and
Bougie.
put it in my
Bougie.
I want to do an honest comparison to how I normally drink my coffee.
Okay, well, mine's ice, so I've got some ice here. I'm putting it in right now. I guess you just mix it around in the water and it dissolves.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even realize there's no instructions on that bottle either.
No, there is. There? So it's like, okay, add
then
cold water.
For Christ's sake, it's not going to make a movie for you.
Stir and adjust to taste. Okay.
In cold water. It's not. Science doesn't work that way. It's not going to dissolve.
Hold on. What is that?
Oh my God, that face.
Okay.
You need to adjust it to taste.
I ain't putting any more in there. So, you know when you go up to like a bonfire and you smell the fire?
Yeah. Is that what it tastes like?
But then they try to make a candle of bonfire and you smell that and it's just like, that's what it tastes like.
Oh.
I'm gonna try one more sip and then I'm done.
Oh,
dude, that is. And you know what? Here's the thing. You know how much? Take a guess how much this was, Charles.
Okay, so that's a decent sized. I mean, that's
I'll
like an old lady year long size version of instant.
It's 200 grams of medium dark, and you can enjoy it hot or cold. So it's not even. This is BS that it says iced coffee. It's just their instant coffee that they said iced coffee.
That was what, $12?
It was $11. Very good.
Okay, yeah.
$11. Waste of money. I should take it back and say this tastes like a campfire.
No, what's funny is I was upset that I'm not going to actually drink all of this. I'm going to drink 2 sips and pour it out. And yeah, you actually are throwing away a jar. Don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. Don't throw it away.
I'm not.
I have met your kids. They are well-behaved kids. They are good kids, but they're human. I know they mess up sometimes. They need discipline.
This is punishment.
That's the punishment.
I like it.
Yeah, for on camera's like, hey, old I've called him the wrong name so many times on purpose. Jackson. Let's call him Jackson. Old Jackie here. We're going to tell you what he did wrong, but to make up for it, he's going to drink this on camera for uploads of fun.
We should do a skit where I'm like Prison Mike.
Yes. Yes.
I'm here to scare you straight.
Yes.
I make them drink coffee. You're gonna drink instant coffee. So what? And they start drinking it, and there's no, like you're torturing us.
Then there's that other one with the blind box where instead of feeling, you can do the straws, and you say one of these is going to be the high end coffee, one of them is going to be instant, but they're all the instant coffee.
Oh my gosh!
Except for the last one, Sprite, just to really mess them up. All right,
dude,
so
no.
Here goes.
Try yours.
This is Kroger brand brewed coffee. I'm not looking forward to it. But let's see.
He loves it. I can tell.
It just tastes like water. I mean, it's not. It definitely doesn't invoke fire camp. It's cheap. It's definitely cheap. Well, there it is. There's McDonald's. There's the burn. I hesitate to say they burned the beans and roasted because I don't even feel like they roasted the beans, but it's that plastic taste almost.
It's institutional coffee taste.
Yeah.
Listen,
definitely,
you know what?
Not as bad.
If you smell this instant coffee, you know what it smells like?
Desperation.
It smells like a nursing home. It smells. I smell a little bit of urine, a little coffee, just old, stale.
You should have come prepared. I have a whole palate cleanser ready, which is a giant-sized Christmas tree cake from Debbie, little Debbie. Because I was so terrified.
I got my coffee here.
Yeah,
that kind of helps.
So let's talk about. I want to ask a question about when you go to a new coffee place. Not a standard go-to, but when you're getting experimental, what? Like, I need to try a flat white. I've heard so much good about a flat white. What's your? I tried it and it seemed weird, but I really liked it. Coffee.
Oh. So like just something off the beaten path that I've tried that I'm like, okay, I love. I love cortados.
Okay, now
cortado.
I could look it up. I have looked it up before. I don't remember all the differences between. Usually, it's a level of milk and something that changes what it's called, right? Or I don't know. What's a cortado?
So what I understand a cortado to be, and I might be wrong. I probably am. I thought it was 4 shots of espresso with a little bit of water.
It could be
like cortado. I don't know, but it's one of those bougie drinks that I will get if it's a good coffee shop. But if I'm going to I actually went to a new coffee shop last week, and I sent you a picture of the coffee soda, Coffee Black in Memphis, and their thing is if it's good coffee, it doesn't need cream and sugar. That's why they call it Coffee Black. Also, it's a Black-owned business.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's a kind of a double entendre, I guess, a little bit. The owner's super cool. And he actually took my order, and I did a pour over there.
Nice.
Now, they almost lost me because I'm sitting there waiting for my pour over. It was like 25 minutes in, and I went up, and the guy's like, oh, I did a pour over. I must have gave it to someone else.
Oh, no, dude.
And so I was like, and the other guy's like, no, wait, it's still here in the carafe, which it was a metal carafe, so it was still hot. So I took it. It was good. But then when I walked out, they won me over because I'm like, how much is the 4-pack of coffee soda? He's like, oh, it's $20. But if you use our app, we'll give you $10 off right now.
Ooh.
So I got it, and it was delicious. It's called Coffee Black Gold, and it was when we ever finally hang out again, even if it's not until the next Dragon Con, I'm gonna bring some, and I'm gonna turn you on to coffee soda because it's delicious.
Okay.
But it's a treat though. You can't have it all the time because it's full of sugar.
Oh, yeah.
But it's delicious. It's really good. But I'm $10 off. You can't beat that. I'm a cheap bastard. So like, give me money off. I'm good.
Yeah. My wife is kind of the same way. No, I mean, that's a deal. You give me half off. All right, I was already kind of eyeballing it. Sure. You got me. You hooked me in.
Yeah.
But they're back in the day, kids, when
I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
every Christmas, 26 January, not January 20, December 26th, you'd go after Christmas shopping because they would always overstock the stores and then mark everything drastically down. And there's one like kitchen device my wife brought home. I'm like, what is this for? She goes, I don't know. It's $2. I'm like, but how much was it before? What is it now? I don't know. They just marked it down to $2. So I grabbed it. Okay. And we never used it. It was just $2.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely done that before.
But a cortado is a Spanish espresso drink with roughly equal parts espresso and warm steamed milk, served in a small glass, often a 4.5 ounce Gibraltar glass. Talk about bougie. To cut the acidity of the espresso for a balanced, strong yet mellow flavor, unlike a foamy cappuccino or milkier flat white. It's a coffee foretaste.
Now, since we are talking weird coffee names, have you ever tried an affogato?
I forgot about it.
Have you tried one?
No.
Oh, dude.
Americano, I've tried. I hate the Americano.
So next time you go to a good place, see if they have an affogato. Not a lot of places do, because it's one scoop of vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
With
a shot of espresso poured over it.
Dude.
I can see that.
And then if you're at home and you're making one, just put like a little pinch of sea salt.
Okay, yeah.
Talk about bougie, but delicious. I mean, it's great. It's a good snack.
Okay, talking about institutional coffee. This trick was taught to me a long time ago. So, I worked.
What, don't drink it?
Yeah, no. In the world of EMS, there's no such thing as don't drink it.
Yeah, you need it.
And they, golly, dude, I cannot believe I drink coffee in this life, because my mom always made like the jarred crap for her book clubs and stuff, and then I'd try it hours later cold on the table, which I've learned, honestly, good coffee is still good cold. Like, I sat out and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna sip it. You know what, that's not half bad. I wouldn't choose to drink it. Like, it's not chill, it's not iced coffee, it's just sat out for a while. And then coming through EMS, standard coffee pots, right, big basket, no measurements. They poured until the ancestors said stop, and it'd be full of so I never knew how to measure, never knew how to get flavor, and sometimes it'd be so thick that you could just about stand a spoon up in it, and it bitter, because it's all super cheap. And I'm telling you, man, EMS and the hospitals, they'll buy the cheapest crap they can to put in those rooms, and they said put salt in the grounds, like you pour a thing of grounds. Just put some salt in it, and as it brews through, somehow that salt cuts the bitterness. I don't know how that works, because salt's supposed to bring out flavor, but the sleep deprived brain memory that I have is like, it kind of worked. But then also, I would take an 8-ounce foam cup and put 2 ounces of sugar before I poured the coffee.
Oh yeah.
And, man,
I mean, when I was working at a church here in Memphis, we had like a company that would come in, and all these.
Those are the worst too.
Right, but what I would do is I would bring in flavored creamer. Yeah. But it was like soy creamer, so it was a little bit healthier, and I'd pour half a glass of that and then put the coffee in it. And it was like, what was the point of that? It was basically just like drinking creamer. It was kind of good, but it was not. And then we finally, like in the creative department, we got a pour over station going. And so everyone would get involved in that, but then no one wanted to help us buy the beans. So it was me and just this one girl, Danielle. We were the only ones that were into it. So we would just buy the beans like every couple of weeks. Yeah. But it was really good.
When I ran my own EMS company, I was like, I will have a nice coffee machine, and I'll have nice coffee, and I will pay for it, because I want. And the company, the boss was like, yeah, the company can pay for it, it's fine. But yeah, as long as I was there, we had high quality coffee, because I wasn't going to cheap out and drink the crap that is out there. And if you like it, shame on you. No, I mean, that's on you. You can like what you want. It's all good, but it's just not man. I'm still a little traumatized. I didn't have the reaction you had with the instant. I should have gone first, but I'm still traumatized by this institutional cup of coffee violating my beautiful Contigo mug.
No, I would say though, people that like what you want to like, that's fine. I know I'm not gonna say don't, but also like if you do really enjoy coffee, like explore a little bit. There's so much. It's so more readily available now to people than it used to be, and it's just something I would explore.
I forgot we were gonna talk about my son's girlfriend. She is 19 years old. And she offended my soul the other day. He's 20. He's 20. He'll be 21 in the spring.
Oh, okay.
So they're about 18 months apart. I'm pretty sure she just turned 19, and he'll be turning 21. She's either 18 or 19, and he's going to be 21. So they're right there in that age range. And I'm pretty sure he's the one that bought that Kroger coffee. And okay, I'm gonna rant for a second. You tried, Josh. You try. Your kids they're teenagers, right? They're there. So you try so hard to raise them right, and it's so crazy the dumb things that they'll do. And in this house, it's always been good coffee. Always been good coffee. When we go out, hey, try this, try that, whatever. And the second he got a job, and I was like, and we don't drink coffee to wake up, because spoiler alert, people, it doesn't actually do it like that. That's not how it works. But that's okay. It's more of a habit. It's more of a warmth. It's whatever. The world believes you drink coffee to wake up because that's what the ads have told you. So he bought a $20. Now we've talked about it. You have a Keurig, and at some point I'm going to upgrade to like a station like you have. I've always wanted to, it's not peer pressure at all. I promise. But that's still an upgrade from a pot, right? Which is just a big, the crafts there that I don't even know what you call the filter thing holder, whatever. But, and then you just have to
just a filter. Yeah.
And he goes to Walmart and just buys this. I'm like, why? Why would you do that? And having been raised his entire life in a house where you make a single cup of coffee for yourself, and I'm still pretty much the primary drinker. Now my youngest son is getting into it, but it's not like you saw a bunch of people leaving coffee cups all over the place. Yeah. I just thought people would drink the pot. I'm like, I'm never going to touch that piece of crap ever in my life, sir. And then he goes and buys, I have bags and bags and bags of Starbucks, which is still better than the cans of Folgers, in my opinion. I want to get to where I'm getting the fresh roasted stuff. We'll get there. I'm in a coffee desert. We'll talk about that later. But he goes and buys this cheap can of Maxwell House. I'm like, you're killing me. Why are you doing this? And then it just gathers dust because nobody drank it. He would he'd pour a cup and leave. And I'm like, Could you not just get arrested for selling drugs or something, man? You're killing me. You're killing me, son.
You're just like, where did I go wrong?
Yeah. I was like, oh my God.
It's funny too, the Kroger brand. I noticed this. The Kroger brand coffee is trying to look like Maxwell House.
Yes. Yeah, same kind of shape symbol on the can. And we're not telling you who we rip it off of. To be fair, Maxwell House probably makes it for them. That's how brands go.
It's probably done in like the same co-packing facility. Yeah. It's just like, look, you put the wrong label on. It's Kroger. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Sorry.
So his girlfriend, they both do the whatever generation they are. They do that thing where they get the cup of coffee and they drink some of it and they like the lattes and whatever. And it's cool. And they do the Starbucks thing. It's all cutesy. But she said to me, and I immediately texted, she's like, oh, we got to remember this for the show because I'm sure we're going to rip on this one. She goes, we make coffee at the house because I just got an espresso machine. So, Riley is really into it. He's like, hey, I'll make espresso for everybody. And he's doing all that stuff and made lattes for them. And my son looks at her and goes, oh, do you want ice for that? I'm like, what? Do you want ice for that? You mean like making iced coffee or something? Like, no, she'll put ice in her coffee. I'm like, to cool it down? Just wait. She goes, no. I put ice in my coffee because it waters it down, but I only do that at Waffle House because you can't taste the difference. And I'm like, I don't even know where to start, Josh.
Dude, what the heck?
That's all I can do, not to just.
It almost sounds like you wrote a comedy sketch, but that is real life.
that was real life. You can't. I was like,
you can't tell the difference at Waffle House. Wow.
But you can, because Waffle House is more trucker coffee, so watering it down actually makes it more palatable.
Dude, I feel like you should throw in a clip there of. Have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Okay, where he's doing the one dude, Billy Eichner, I think his name is in real life. He's doing the sommelier as a like a wine sommelier. Okay, you need to look that clip up and throw in there. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah,
because they ask him to water down the wine.
Oh, he's like,
and he has to do it without yelling, but you can hear him in the background saying, "This is so embarrassing." Like that's what it reminds me of. So let me ask you this: then, did she put ice in it?
No, she didn't. She just had her latte with the steamed milk and I don't even know she put sweetener in it. Yeah, the whole thing was just mind-boggling of how that went down. I am recording with my new coffee bestie. You get the fuck out of my station. Is that the guy from Con? Is what my wife. Yes, it's the guy from the Con.
He's making me try instant coffee. He made me do it.
What? Okay.
And Carla's job is fine. Apparently, if she can get it in writing that he's batshit crazy and needs people, she can just stay on.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I got Ryland stuff. I won't be home till after 4.
Okay. See you. Love you too. That's an update on family things. So, which is a good transition to. We'll cut back in. I do love my wife, but she drives me crazy. Is that the guy from Con? Now, it's the only person you ever see me get childish about coffee with because I'm so excited to talk these things and do these things. They talk vans down by the river and everything else.
One day she'll know my real name.
Probably.
The guy from Con. I like that.
Because there are a number of Joshes in our life, and we think this is a good thing. You might not, but most the other Joshes we know are gays. So we have gay Josh and we have drag queen Josh, and you'll probably be beard Josh. I don't know. Who knows?
The only gay people I know, they're not named Josh. I mean, so you're balancing out the scales for me there.
Yeah, actually, think about it. But yeah, people do the weirdest things. So speaking of people doing the weirdest things, we still have a commercial to watch.
Oh, okay.
Did you preview these at all? Okay.
I didn't, but when you pulled it up earlier, I feel like I recognize that one.
So we've talked about it.
But I mean, I feel like I recognize it from like.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you saw it.
Okay.
Because you're of that age. Well, I mean, there's always a chance. Like I was homeschooled. My parents didn't let me watch TV. I still found ways. Don't worry about it.
What kind of torture is that? Homeschool. You're home all the time, and TV's not an option.
Yeah. Oh, you want to do that on the next episode? We could.
Yes,
that was my life, baby.
That
was my
like,
life.
That sounds like sadist behavior. Like, you're home all the time, but guess what? You see that box over there? Nope. That has entertainment on it. That you're home 24 hours a day. You can't. Oh my god.
And it very much shaped me into the media person I am today. It's
because you're like you just went like hardcore. You went hardcore. Yep. Like I'm gonna watch everything I can. I'm gonna create everything I can. Like, oh man.
Let's see okay. So the setup for this is, I think in the first episode we recorded, we were playing commercial. I was like, oh, do you know the Folgers, brotherly love thing? You're like, no, I never heard of it. So that's this commercial. The first commercial we're going to see is the original. And the second is the parody that took what everybody was thinking and put it in their faces.
I must have the wrong house.
Sister?
Oh, I missed you so much.
They waited up all night for you,
Long way from West Africa. Oh, coffee.
You too.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
Good God.
Right? The eye contact. The eye contact. Also, Folgers, what you just told me is they never make coffee in their house because the second she smelled Folgers, he's here. Why? Why is the coffee related to your son in West Africa? West Africa. Okay. Were you military? Were you Greenpeace? What were you doing in West Africa? When did we invade West Africa?
No, he's trying to avoid He's trying to avoid charges, bro. Like he's traveling around the world trying to avoid charges.
What do you think?
I feel like if the daughter would have been younger, or the sister would have been younger,
that would have hit better. Like she's 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. And then the actor that they picked for him, like his eyes were so dead, he looked like a criminal. So it's like he's definitely into this.
Yeah.
Man, that's what casting is all about. You got to make sure this stuff works. I mean,
the prolonged eye contact. It's just not like a, hey, I'm so happy. I mean, we're making almost happy faces right now. They did not do that. It was very, why? What do you think was in the box?
Oh, it's probably a dick in a box for sure. It's probably a dick in a box. Yeah,
Is that like a shrunken head? It's a shrunken head.
It wasn't shrunken. That was just actual size. Yeah, he started playing that song from The Lonely Island, Dick in a Box.
I went the other way. He's like, here, I brought you something. It's real coffee. Get rid of this crap.
I was going to say he went to Africa, so he's bringing back like actually good Ethiopian coffee or something.
Yeah. Okay. So we've railed on that for a second, but we aren't the only ones. Where did my tab go?
So is this Folgers that made this parody or no?
No. The parody that's a real commercial. So what we just saw,
which is
was
sad
real
enough.
But the parody is uploaded by Jimmy Russell's on YouTube, and it's twice as long. So that was about 40 seconds. This is a minute 57.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Which takes some of the real commercial, right?
Sister? Oh, I missed you so much. They waited up all night for you, you know.
It's a long way from West Africa. Oh, coffee.
Kiss you.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
God, that stare. That stare is killing me.
See? I smelled it. He's back.
Ryan, you have to leave.
What? What are you guys talking about? We know what's going on here. We know you're trying to each other.
What? No. Oh, please. Brothers and sisters, don't look at each other like that.
I sent you to West Africa for a reason, Ryan. To separate you and your sister.
You're crazy. Oh, yeah? What's this?
He's my present this year.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm your son, and I'm in love with your daughter.
Oh, Ryan, what is in that box?
What's in the box, Ryan?
It's mine.
Bitch. Unbelievable.
Holy shit!
Emily, I think that we have so much in common because we grew up together. And I just want to wake up every morning to the smell of you and Folgers Colombian Dark Roast. And will you make me the happiest brother?
Dad! Get off of him! I love him! No! I just want to my brother!
Oh my God, that hurts so much.
That's incredible. That's incredible. That's so good.
So over the top. I totally forgot what was actually in the box. So yeah, when he pulled out the ring, oh my God.
That was the only kind of, in my opinion, that was the only part that was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
Was that it was just a ring in the box. Like other than that, everything about that was perfect. Like I was kind of thinking it would be like a bunch of condoms or something like that.
Yeah.
Or, but
yeah.
I guess they just wanted to make it more extreme, like they were going to get married.
That's that it goes a little too long, right? I think you're going to cut off before that, but the dedication to the same colored pattern shirt, the actual wrapping paper is practically the same.
Yeah,
that those people put together that skit really well, and oh my God! So now
Dude,
you know,
incredible. That's incredible. I love that.
That is the Folgers meme of brotherly love. Oh my
Dude, that's
Lord!
So good. That's so good. Yeah, I remember that commercial for sure. I don't remember it well enough to but once I watched it again, I was like, oh my God, that's so terrible. Like, why are they looking at each other like that? That's so gross. Who wrote this? What corporation let this get by? How is Folgers still in business after that? That's so terrible.
It's you wouldn't go. Did the actor go up to the director? Okay, what's my motivation? What's how long the director's like, oh, you need to look into her eyes. I don't get it. at all. And even when I watched it originally, naive, right? Growing up in the church, naive to all the implications that are on that screen. I'm just going, I don't get it. Why did the coffee wake the mom up? Did they not make coffee? You know what? And I just thought it was cheesy. You're my president this year because I don't have a great relationship with my sister. I'm like, that's dumb.
I'll have to find it, but I'm pretty sure there was another one from the 80s or 90s that was similar, but it was a little more endearing because it was a dad coming home from war or something like that. Okay. And it was like a little girl, and it was very heartfelt and cute. And I feel like they took that and they're like, oh, we'll make it a brother and sister, but made like same age. And like, they also both look too old to be at home at this point. Like in the 90s, like a lot more kids moved out at that age. So they're like, why are you guys both at home?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things they're asking us to do as an audience that they shouldn't be asking us to do because we're going to do the wrong thing in our mind when we're just like watching this commercial. We're like, because they're like, well, they were home for Christmas. Well, or something. Maybe I don't know. I don't know that. Like it was really, really, really strange. But I love the parody way more.
That's Oh, well, on that note, what is good to the last drop for you right now? What's going on? Ooh, you could talk about your experience with the commercial that you've already launched. You teased it. We had to cut it last time, but you teased it on the
are you talking about Trans-Siberian?
Yeah, because you weren't there yet, but it's executed now.
I think yes, and actually the Trans-Siberian Orchestra commercial that we did went amazing. Like we had fun filming it, but it also performed. Which for an ad to perform, I was like, that melted my heart. I loved that. That was super cool. But you know, last night we had a meeting about our podcast called Relatively Terrible.
Okay.
And we're gonna film Monday. We're just gonna do one angle to start. We've got the 4 mics, and we're just gonna talk. And the first one is gonna be about the why. Why are we doing this? So working on branding for it right now too with the guy who did our Uploads of Fun logo. It's coming along well. I think for me, like right now, I've just gotta put social media down as much as I possibly can. Post it and forget about it. Post it and forget about it because the algorithms are so hit or miss for us right now. And it's like you and I had a discussion about it because I'm showing you this. I'm like, look at all the shares, and it's like, what is happening? It's like they know it doesn't matter. Like we'll get videos with hundreds of thousands of views with no interaction. I mean, except for they'll like it. Yeah. We'll get the decent amount of likes so it doesn't look like it's an ad, but no. So it's just creating, doing what I love, and trying to put social media down as much as possible and just not care and try to build things outside of social media like podcasts, TV shows, movies, and you know, stuff like that. What about for you, Charles?
You know, I always usually it's rare I get excited about something right now. It's just something that's coming. I would tend to be a little bit of visionary and see the next few steps and I'm going to be so excited when that gets here. And you and I had a meeting with a company that I'm excited about the potential there. They still haven't quite launched it. I'm still waiting to get my hands in to really see how it would work. But the more I see, I'm the same way. And honestly, that's good to the last drop for me. You saying you're struggling with the algorithm makes me happy. Not because I want to take you down, but because I struggle with it, and you're a much larger creator as far as the internet is concerned. And I was like, oh, okay. Set it and forget it is what your policy is. Good. I don't feel as questionable about my path of doing the same thing. Like I was trying to, I didn't post by 11 a.m. I guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow because it got beaten in my head a little bit. You know, we'll talk about that as creators on another show. I'm going to say it now to plant the seed. I'm going to make a note. Letting others' opinions affect your creativity when it doesn't belong there.
Dude, you're so right.
Because I was like, I didn't. It rewards me for publishing at the same time, and I was doing some morning caffeinations, and then now it's after 1 o'clock. Now I'm just like, if I think about it, I'm gonna make a video or put of it and just post it and just forget it. And I glance at the numbers, no rhyme or reason. 62 on this one, 0 on that one, 1,000 on this one, whatever, The likes. I am more excited to open up TikTok or Instagram and see when somebody's hearted it, liked it or whatever, and that's cool because that percentage is low for everybody. the percentage of people who hit hard, which boggles my mind.
Yeah.
As I'm trying to train the algorithm, which I thought I was doing, to what I like as a viewer, I'm going to continuously heart your content because I want it to pop back up on my feed. So for people to watch it and not hit like, and I don't know what a watch, if it's 1 second they count as a watch, that's not a watch. I hate that. But if you're not, anyway. But when people comment on it, that's, like you're saying, that interaction, that's the juice, man. And so I'm excited about that. But I am excited about the possibilities of bringing down the algorithm proletariat and breaking that stranglehold that we'll still have to use to pull people in, but will hopefully, if things fall the way I think they will, be able to build a home for our communities that lets us connect with our fans in a way that's rarely been done before.
Yes.
So
that's I think it's very dangerous. I think about this all the time. It's very dangerous to allow the algorithm to drive what you create.
Yeah.
Because I think people put out a video, and if it doesn't perform, right now people are starting to go, that was a bad video. It was like, we're with our skits are so hit or miss, and I'll go back and watch our skits and be like, we take a lot of time on those now. That was badass. That was hilarious. It's still funny.
Yeah.
And it's like, it didn't perform. So is it bad? No. Because what I always tell I'm actually going to get this tattooed on my arm somewhere in my body. Comparison is the thief of joy. Bruh. So when you are comparing yourself to other people, it's always going to steal some kind of joy. And I'll admit something. I have a hard time sometimes watching people succeed, especially if it's like an AI creator or something. I'm like, where they're putting out an AI song, and I'm like, dude, that's not really creating, and you're blowing up. So what are you going to do when you get approached by like a TV executive or something, or maybe you won't, because you're creating AI content? And it's like, it's hard for me to watch that stuff and be happy for those people, because I'm like, we worked so hard. We organically built this thing we're doing. And now AI is like the thing. I'm going to post an AI video today, actually, as a second video, but it's just like AI choosing our celebrity parents. It's something like that, where I'm going to be very vocal about, this is AI. I didn't do this in Photoshop or something.
And there's I know on all of them, there's a button you can mark that says, creator says this is AI or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. And and if you want to create AI, make sure you mark those buttons, and make sure you're not sitting there like taking credit for this, being like, yeah, I created this song. It's like, no, you did not.
Yeah,
you really didn't. And if anyone uses AI, they know it's a crapshoot. Really, what you're saying by creating is you're putting in the same prompt 10 different times and picking the one that's the best. That's pretty much it.
At most, you're a conductor. At most.
Sure.
Not putting down conductors, but that's, and some conductors conduct their own symphonies, right? They wrote it. That's creating. You write it, you created it. Anyway, no, I'm with you on that, man. And I put that down into my caffeinations. I am going to use that. Comparison is a thief of joy.
And I would Google that, because I can't give you the exact person who said it, but it wasn't me, but it was someone else. And when I heard it, I was like, man, that's my life. I've got to get that tattooed on me, because that's usually what steals my joy.
Man, I was even thinking about the story you told of another creator who's making over minute long videos, because that's what they were trying to make money, and it wasn't performing, and they cut it down to 30 seconds. And you're just, like you said, you're letting the algorithm get you. And that was in the back of my head. I just do my video, and I just do it the way I like it. And because I am sick of even bowing down to society, right? Yeah. The flip through, it's a 10-second society. Look, only if we let them be. And so I noticed, like, it's a minute 8. I was like, you know what? I don't care if it's 45 seconds, it's a minute, whatever. I mean, it's still to the point. But I still do a show called Finding the Stories, which after you record your podcast of the Why, I want to get you on that and then talk about your journey and everything to it. But I don't want to take away any natural content that would come through. But I just did a random one with a guy in an ambulance. Like, we just sat there and recorded, and I asked him questions, and we talked about his path and whatnot. And I gave him clips, from Opus Clips or wherever. We cut clips of it, and we're sharing that on online. Then I sent him the 45-minute. Actually, it's about 50 once I do my opening, closing, all that. I've sent him the show. He's like, oh my God, this is amazing. Especially your opening. It's so good. You really struck gold here. I've been doing that since COVID, but that's okay, bud. It's a long-running show, man, but that's okay. But he's like, you really struck gold here. But I'm just afraid nobody's going to watch it. And I don't know how to cut it. So I told him, like, here's a copy. If you need another copy, I keep backups. You can go destroy this thing. But that mentality, nobody's going to watch a 45-minute video. I will absolutely put it on YouTube and listen to a story. I will absolutely watch Ray Williams Johnson. Tell his 5-minute crime stories, right? Now he does it for Fish Brains. It's every 10 seconds something's changing on the screen, but it is a 3 to 5 minute story. It's about how you tell it. So I'd rant, but I love that because I will look up who said it, but that is a beautiful thing. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah, don't do it. It's hard, man. I get it when you work on something so hard and you're like. I think the most satisfying point for me is when I finish the edit, and I love it. And sometimes I'll tell them, I'm like, I don't want to put this out because I don't care what anyone else thinks. This is funny. We've entertained each other. This is just good all the way around. The editing's good. I just don't want to put it out. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of have to. I kind of have to at this point. Like I'm like, but that's why I like Patreon too, because you can put out some stuff. That like people are gonna love, and the internet. It's just not. You can't say anything on the internet anymore. You really can't say anything. Like, and to a point, I think that's a good thing. But it's different for everyone. It's not the same. There's not a overarching law that applies to everyone online.
Yeah.
It's different for every account. And you tell people that and they're like, oh, that's just you. And I'm like, maybe, but let me point out 10 examples to you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I could do that all day long. And it's just like, at some point, if I'm going to continue to be successful, I've got to just set it and forget it.
Yeah. Now to truly end this show well and bring it full back. If you want to get your letter for Hogwarts, you got to finish that cup of instant coffee. Don't do it, Josh. Don't do it.
I'm not gonna get that letter. Then. I'm gonna be on the outside of Hogwarts looking in, because if that's the way to get in, let me smell it now.
Could we?
Dude, it smells like urine. I am not. Oh my god, it smells like urine. And you know what? While we were sitting here, my head started to hurt a little bit.
No.
In a weird way.
Yeah.
All it was, though, was the headphones was on top of that little dot in the hat.
But you thought it might be the coffee.
I was like, the coffee's making me injured. It hurt me. But it was really just my hat right up. I was like, funny. No. I thought that they had gotten me with this. Like, they had killed me. Dude.
So do you want to rewrite? Do you want to rewrite the song "Outside"? I'm on the outside. I'm looking for Hogwarts.
Yep. I'm trying to think. I'm on the outside and I'm looking in. I can't see Harry and see Hermione. Ron Weasley's right here.
It writes itself.
Mom. Yeah. So easy.
So, all right. Well, we're out of here. Hopefully, you'll have a great caffeinated month until we come back. And I don't know. We'll figure out how to end this at some point. But until then, I got to get some more coffee. Oh, now that's a good podcast.